What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesser Athletes. My name is Chadwell. It's an interesting video for you here on the channel. Who will dethrone Rhea Ripley? Video probably could have came out a little bit earlier, but just got back from vacation. I said multiple times on this channel that I was on vacation, and finally I am off vacation now on the 15th. It was almost like a week and a half of vacation, so it's kind of weird recording now on YouTube when I haven't done it in so long. So Rhea Ripley is the champion from the Raw debut, which didn't really get to give my thoughts and everything on that. Maybe I'll give a little bit in another video. We'll have to see. But who will dethrone Rhea Ripley is the biggest question from it all. So let's get started. We have 10 people. We're going to go through order. Starting off with Raquel Rodriguez. In my opinion, should be higher. But here's the thing. WWE has not booked Raquel as well as I would hope for. I think Raquel is a excellent talent, a talent that's been amazing by far. But the fact is that she is not booked well. She's losing in the IC tournament. She's not, to Zoe Stark, let me say that. She's not somebody that I think they're trying to push heavily till maybe later on with a Liv Morgan. She's just been the muscle to Liv Morgan, and there's so much more to Raquel. When will they change that? I don't know. And if I don't know right now, then I cannot 100% tell you that Raquel Rodriguez is going to win that title off Rhea Ripley, even though Rhea and Raquel would be an amazing feud that they've already had. Up next, we have Bayley. But the thing about Bayley for me is that she's in this weird area where I don't really know what's going to happen with Bayley. I'm recording this the day after Roxanne and Bayley had a little bit of a, not feud, but a little bit of a talking point. I think I'm going to have to upload this video early because I'm going to actually upload this on Friday. I'm going to guess that Bayley and Roxanne are going to have this mini feud going up all the way to maybe WrestleMania. I maybe doubt it's till WrestleMania, but there's going to be something going on with maybe a little bit of a feud where Bayley and Roxanne can get really pushed and Bayley give her flowers to Roxanne. Now, what happens with Bayley, I don't know. Is Bayley going to be strong enough to go against Rhea Ripley? I think we're going to take a little bit for Bayley to really get that title back. I think it's more likely she's in a feud again with Roxanne. Up next, we have Nia Jax. Again, this is another person that just had a title run. I don't see her having a title run for maybe a little bit. I think she's going to lose to a Tiffany Stratton and then maybe, go against a Tiffany Stratton in the future for a one-on-one. Tiffany Stratton then wins and beats a Nia Jax. I just have to say that for me personally, I think it's more likely that we have a Nia Jax getting a feud here soon, then maybe a title run after that. I think it's going to be a little bit before we see Nia Jax really go into that title picture. And let me say this as well. Liv Morgan is not on this list. I don't think Liv Morgan is going to be the one to dethrone Rhea Ripley. I truly do believe that it is really Rhea Ripley's for a while until... Not a while. I'm going to say that I think it's going to end at probably at SummerSlam or maybe earlier. But for now, I'm going to say, Nia Jax, you are not winning this title. Naomi is an interesting one. I want to say Naomi should be lower, but I think they're going to turn her heel. And if they're going to turn her heel, it would be nice to have a Naomi heel versus a babyface Rhea Ripley. Now, is it maybe Naomi winning Money in the Bank and Naomi cashes in on a Rhea Ripley? Maybe is it something like that? I don't know. I want it to be something like that because I think Naomi is just right there on really winning a main title. I mean, maybe you put her in the mid-card title area. But for me, right now, I have to say I think Naomi is more than likely probably going to be the one that turns heel and then somehow has a feud with Rhea Ripley to kind of create, I think, a interesting point with a babyface and heel. Up next, you have Becky Lynch. I know a lot of people don't really want to see Becky Lynch and Rhea feud again. I think it could happen, but I want to heel Becky Lynch. I don't want a regular Becky Lynch. I want the Big Beck's Becky in this. I want the one that's going, destroying people almost. But here's the thing. I think it's too early to have a Becky and Rhea feud again. I know that they were kind of throwing out the idea maybe Becky and Rhea at WrestleMania again. I don't think that is the right choice. I think it's going to kind of hurt Becky Lynch, especially coming back. I have to say I think Becky Lynch is more than likely should just enter a regular feud rather than a championship and then go for gold. And I just don't think Rhea Ripley should be the one that Becky Lynch goes against because I think it's a little too early, just being so truthful. Up next, we have Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is the one that's interesting for me because here's the thing. It's hard to say for sure Alexa Bliss is going to come back and just jump back up to the top because, gone for 2 years. There's some new players. The two people holding the championships are two young upcoming stars. You don't have a Nia Jax or a Bayley or a Bianca. These are people that Alexa Bliss doesn't really feud with. And I think that's why it kind of intrigues me to maybe see a Alexa Bliss or a, I'll just say Alexa Bliss to come out and to go against these new stars. Now, would it be maybe a title match at winning the Elimination Chamber or Royal Rumble at, or would it be a title match at WrestleMania? Is it a title match somewhere else? Maybe it's her winning the Elimination Chamber and Royal Rumble and going against Tiffany Stratton. Maybe it's Rhea Ripley. I don't know. But I think that Raw would probably want an Alexa Bliss for that, new, a legend coming back. And I could see her going against Rhea Ripley in a maybe Alexa Bliss more babyface style, or maybe Alexa Bliss goes against a Tiffany Stratton and Alexa Bliss is more of the babyface. And maybe she wins it off Tiffany Stratton right away. I don't know. We'll have to see. Up next, we have Charlotte Flair. Again, this is more of I think this is the fourth person on this list, my number 4 ranked. Again, kind of like Becky Lynch. I feel like it's a little too early. I know it was WrestleMania 39, but Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley had an amazing match, a 5-star match in my opinion. But is it too early? I mean, because let's be honest here, it's been a year since Charlotte Flair has wrestled. So it's technically only been like a year for her in wrestling terms that they've had that match. I like to see Charlotte Flair go to SmackDown and really go against Tiffany Stratton instead. But Charlotte Flair is always somebody that wins a title when she comes back. Up next, we have Jade Cargill. If you want a young star versus young star to go against each other, and maybe Jade Cargill's more of a heel depending on how Bianca and everything turns out, man, oh man, don't you got a crazy strong matchup. I think Jade Cargill is an X-Factor, or not an X-Factor, is a sneaky, it's like Braun Breaker, where at any time, at any point, you can just throw Braun Breaker, and all of a sudden, he's making these amazing matches. I think Jade Cargill will be the same in the future. I know she's had a little bit of question marks, and it's been a little bit of just a taste of Jade Cargill. I'm interested to see when she comes back from this actual injury, because right now, I would have to say Jade Cargill is somebody that I truthfully want to see maybe go against Rhea Ripley, and it'll be crazy to see if she dethrones Rhea Ripley. Up next, we have Io Sky. This is my favorite to win the Royal Rumble. Actually, one or two of my favorites, which you'll see who's next to see who my actual favorite. I have it in my big board where Io Sky's 2, Bianca is 1. Kind of already spoiled it. You'll hear more about it in a second. I just doubt this one. Io Sky for the heavyweight championship, I love her on Raw. I want her to keep being successful on Raw. But man, oh man, have they done Damage Control dirty. Tell me why they went babyface. Can you actually explain why they went babyface? Because I don't. I think it could be that Rhea and Io Sky was the plan, but Liv kind of screwed that all up when, she actually injured she injured Rhea Ripley, and then Liv actually just inserted herself and became this uber star. So I think that was the plan. They made Io Sky turn babyface to go against a Liv Morgan. Ultimately, truthfully, they need Io Sky and Damage Control to become heel, then maybe go against Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. Will we see that? I don't know. Maybe it's Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. We'll see. But I personally think this Io Sky and Rhea Ripley match would be the best they could do. I think that's one of the best, if not the best match they could get. Do it. Just please do it. Up next, we have Bianca Belair. It's my favorite for the Royal Rumble because I'm interested to see what will happen with Jade Cargill, but rumors have it that she's maybe coming back, so maybe it is a kind of feud going on, and Bianca's actually going to be the one to not win the Royal Rumble. I think Bianca and Rhea is the money-made match that everyone wants to see. It's just win. I think it's going to happen this year. I think 2025 it happens. I think SummerSlam is more likely than potentially, potentially them in WrestleMania. But I think Bianca gets a title reign this year. I feel a little confident on that one. I think they want her to have a singles title reign. And I don't think they're going to give Rhea this huge, long title reign, maybe it's a little shorter. I think, truthfully, it's less than to SummerSlam. So maybe then and there, Bianca's the one to steal it. But that's who I'm going with for Dethrone. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.